Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel Emotion, and today we'll be talking about Rocks.D.Xebec, the guy from One Piece, the most hidden and silhouetted character in the whole anime after Imusam. So let us talk a bit about Rocks and something that was confirmed in the whole chapter, that Rocks.D.Xebec was the father of Blackbeard, aka Marshall D. Teach, which was a point of discussion and speculation inside the whole community. If you go to Reddit or Twitter, you can find various clues, hints, or speculation pointing towards Rocks being Teach's father. But right now it is confirmed, and it is great to see that something which is being speculated for a long time actually being confirmed here. Now, there is a unique thing about Rocks, that is, he has a scar type thing or lightning type mark in his left eye, which is not very unique for any One Piece character, as various characters such as Dragon, Garp, Luffy, Zoro, and many more have something to do with the left eye. Zoro Sharingan confirmed, something like that. Behind Rocks, we can spot three figures. They are Whitebeard, Shiki, and Stussy, who are not yet the Rocks Pirate, as it is stated that Rocks will be the future captain of the Rocks Pirate. And if I have to say, Rocks and his whole crew is here to probably recruit King Harold, who is the king of Elbaf and also an ancient giant, probably one of the strongest ancient giant to ever exist. So it will be a no-brainer for someone like Rocks, who is teaming a huge group of people to become the strongest pirate crew to ever exist, not to take King Harold with him as one of. Another interesting fact, which is all over the internet by now, is that if you cut Rox's face into two halves, half of it looks like Teach and half of it looks like Buggy. So Rocks.D.Xebec confirmed. Is Oda cooking something up there? We don't know, but I keep my fingers crossed. Someday we'll see Rocks.D.Xebec theory actually coming to life. Before we move into the speculation territory of what Rox's devil fruit or his powers could be, I just want to say that I'm writing this before chapter 1155 comes out, and it could be that when the chapter comes out, Oda just reveals what his powers are, and I could be totally wrong about that. Now, let us move into the main purpose of the whole video, that is to speculate about Rox's devil fruit. And yes, I'm going into that direction which you have seen in the thumbnail or in the title of the video, that is the Nika fruit. But before going into that direction, I would like to address two more devil fruits which are also very highly likely could be his devil fruit, that are Buggy's Chop Chop fruit and Blackbeard's Darkness fruit. You can find a lot of theories in X or in Reddit about those fruit and why Rocks could possess either of those fruit. But now let's move into why Rocks could have the Nika devil fruit, that is possessed by Monkey D. Luffy, our protagonist of the whole series. But Rocks do not have the same Nika fruit that Luffy possesses. Instead, he possesses the destruction form of Nika that was mentioned in Elbaf. Think about it. Why would Oda mention another version of Nika and introduce Rocks in the same arc as this one, which is Elbaf? Now, I know it could be because of what Oda says in interview, that One Piece is ending very soon and he would like to connect all the dots that have been scattered throughout the world. But it also could be that Rocks actually possesses a power like the Nika fruit, which is mentioned here in Elbaf, the destruction form of Nika. Think about it. Rocks had the strongest pirate crew to ever exist, with Whitebeard, Shiki, Stussy. Rocks needed to be the strongest person in the whole crew to maintain such a powerful crew and to keep them together for such a long time, ruling the whole One Piece world with an iron fist. He had to have huge amount of power behind him, and what is the strongest power we know that exists in the whole One Piece world? That is undoubtedly Nika, the sun god himself, and the devil fruit, which is the mythological form of Nika that is being held by Monkey D. Luffy, the protagonist of the story, the person who will be the strongest at the end of the whole series. So Rocks having the Nika devil fruit, but a different variant of it, is very highly likely why Loki says he also wants to be the destructor of the whole world, as he idolizes Rocks and wants to be like Rocks. So we can say that Rocks, having a highly powerful devil fruit along with a god level haki, gave him the strength to rule the sea with an iron fist, and that is why it took the combined effort of both Roger and Garp to bring him down. Not to mention the gods' knights such as Garling was also present there, so it could be that Garling also lent them a hand in order to bring Rocks down. It all makes a bit of sense. Again, I could be totally wrong here, and maybe Rocks was the hockey guy of all time, and he just doesn't possess any devil fruit. He's just all about strong hockey like Roger and Garp. But hey, it's always fun to speculate about various One Piece characters, and when something new like this comes out, it is always a part of the fandom to speculate and to pinpoint what their powers could be, and this is the fun of being a One Piece fan. That's it, I guess. People who are still at the end of the video and listen to the whole theory, I would like to thank you all a lot for watching this video to the end, and I'd like to appreciate if you support our channel by liking and subscribing it and share it with your fellow One Piece or anime fan. And that's it. Goodbye. Peace.